Hi, welcome to PDQ Live. We have got a busy show today.
We do.
Actually, we might not get through it all.
Well, we can certainly try to.
Let's hurry, otherwise Drew's going to beat us after the show.
Yeah.
And the timer starts.
Okay, here we go. All right,
Talk
we got What the Tech. I have so many stories to show you because you know me, prepare. We're going to talk about Chrome DevTools. We had some fun with those. And then more Chrome stuff. We're going to show you a new OS. Kind of new. New-ish.
New in the way that you can get it on almost any hardware you want.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Actually, pretty much. And then Kelly's got some PDQ A stuff he's going to ask us. A two-way Q&A.
So we get to ask questions.
Yeah.
All right. Fair.
All right.
Fair.
What the tech?
I love when he does that so much. Okay, let me hand this to you.
Oh, sure.
I'm gonna talk and you're gonna drive. Okay, first up.
All right.
What the Tech has really just turned into stuff that makes me laugh and or I find interesting, or that I think is gonna perk Josh's interest. Will you just go full screen for me?
Sure.
Okay, this one was the first thing that made me cackle. So there's a hacker and his name is Bob the Hacker. That's really his name.
Bob the Hacker.
Although Kelly was calling him Bob McHacker or Drew, I can't remember who. He has found a ton of vulnerabilities in McDonald's online, phishing, obtaining employee information. You can reuse coupons over and over again. I guess the app is very flawed. He keeps trying to tell McDonald's, hey, yo, lots of flaws. Take them. And McDonald's is like, nah, we're good. We don't care. Just keep reusing them.
Yeah, so Bob the Hacker tries to do responsible disclosure and is like, hey, I found problems. And I guess he's called like repeatedly. Yeah, like they don't have a responsible disclosure program, which is wild to me.
They don't care.
Right? And then so he posts to where? Security Week?
Security Week, yeah.
Security Week. And Security Week goes to McDonald's.
They don't care.
And says, hey, we're not Bob the Hacker. We're Security Week.
Mm-hmm.
And they still are like, eh.
So I feel like we all need to go to McDonald's multiple times and try to use the coupons over and over again.
I wonder if you could stack them. Like, I wonder if there's like this chain of events so you could do. This is getting dangerously close to not ethical or legal. But I wonder if you could, theoretically, stack a bunch of coupons together to get free food for pickup. I don't know. Maybe you should try it.
The article says that you can. So that's why I picked it, because it made me laugh so hard.
It's a new way for Mark to get more McRibs.
Yeah.
He should try. We should all try. Report back next week. We'll regroup.
Yeah. Who was able to get free food from McDonald's?
Get a free quarter pounder and $100.
And you pay me for it.
Okay, next up, we're gonna go fast. Okay, this one made me laugh so hard because so there's a new type of AI bots. I'm gonna call them that. I don't care. Perplexity's Common is one of them. They're called AI. Agentic
AI, right?
Yes.
So rather than you prompting it, it does things automatically.
Yeah. And these ones are supposed to go buy stuff for you. They're supposed to go out to these sites that you direct them to, and you'll say, hey, I want you to go buy this on this site. So instead, it proved that they're no smarter than your average teenager.
I like the idea.
Sure.
Right? How much time do you spend if you want something or you know you want something? How much time do you spend hunting for a deal?
A lot.
A lot, right? So maybe if I could get this AI bot to go do it for me, or I say, hey, I'm looking for these things, and if you find it at this price point, buy it.
As of now, you cannot.
Womp.
A security study by Guardio found that multiple ones, in fact, failed multiple phishing attempts. They were supposed to buy a Apple Watch and they bought a fraudulent ones from a Walmart site. They ignored red flags over and over again.
Good.
Like, don't click on this thing. And they did. They gave payment information multiple times. So I thought this was so hilarious. So I called this one AI Needs Know Before Training.
Yeah, I love that. That's pretty good.
I really like that one.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. This one's actually serious. I thought, gosh, I got to do something serious. So Salesforce, I think most people know what Salesforce is. CMR.
CRM. Close
CRM.
enough. Same.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Acronym. Acronym man.
Oh, do we queued up?
Dang it. That was a test, Drew, and you... Drew.
Oh,
there he is. Hi, he's so cute. Okay. Salesforce really was what are they? The first SaaS. They kind of pioneered the term, but anywho, who cares? They didn't technically get hacked, but employees at Salesforce fell for a vishing. It was actually vishing.
Yes.
Someone called Salesforce and said, "Hey, I'm Tara from IT, and I really need to help you. This is really important. I'm going to send you a code. I need you to authenticate me in your whatever it was, say Authenticator app, and go ahead and do that." Then guess what? Surprise, surprise, they stole their credentials and ran to the races.
This is a really cool threat actor group.
It is.
Shiny Hunters, if you're interested.
Yep.
And they do specialize in vishing, right, in social engineering.
Yep.
So they're not the most, I won't say they're not the most technically savvy, but they're obviously very technically savvy. But they rely on social engineering to get where they want.
Yep.
What was the casino? Was it MGM?
Oh, that one that was down for like
Same style attack, right? Vishing. So I think Salesforce gets hacked.
Tells you, yeah.
But they also, like, who are some of the like carry on or like follow on victims? Were people like IBM and Google.
Yeah. Well, this one is Alliance and Farmers Insurance.
Yeah.
So it's 2.8 million people have been affected. And the customers are really Alliance Life and Farmers Insurance. But they got there via Salesforce.
Yeah. And I think this is specifically from the Salesforce marketplace.
That's
right?
correct.
Right. So it's not Salesforce itself, but because it's such a large ecosystem, I think WordPress with WordPress plugins and how vulnerable an attack to that is.
Yep.
Same style thing.
Exactly.
Right?
So it's the supply chain style attack, and you're totally right. You don't care about any of that stuff, but that's just more stuff for you. So, okay, that's the next one. But the one that I've been super obsessed with, you got to escape out of here and go to the next tab because I just kept going down the rabbit hole, is I think you've probably all heard about this. The state of Nevada has pretty much been down all week.
They've had a rough go at life, right?
It's not been pretty. So starting Sunday night, essentially, they got hacked. The only thing that hasn't been down was 911, but we'll get back to that in a second. So dozens of state offices were closed. Pretty much every state office was closed. Even though they're not disclosing it, ransomware, it's a ransomware style attack. I don't want to say it definitely is, but I'm reading between the lines. It is.
So they haven't outright come out and confirmed it, right? That's what this was. And I think as of, was it yesterday or the day before? They're primarily back online.
Kind of. If you scroll down just a little bit, I'll tell you the state offices remain heavily disrupted. Some are coming back online. They had sent most of the state employees on administrative leave. So that should tell you the level of disruption they're incurring. They're starting to bring them back online or back in office right now, but that's how bad it really was. The governor's office came out with this speech and said, we don't think that data has been stolen, but we don't know exactly. So read between the lines. Anyway, but what I'm really interested here is actually two things. People were really upset that DMV was closed. Really upset.
Yeah.
That caused the biggest problem.
I can see that causing a big problem, right? Like,
yeah.
It's already a pain to go to the DMV, so you schedule to go do it, and then you show up and they're like, actually, no.
Yeah, and law enforcement still can't access DMV data, so there's quite a bit of fear that personal information was stolen via the DMV. So, that's kind of frightening. But what I'm most interested in, what I wanted to talk to you about, was 911 never went down. So a little bit of context here. Up until July of this year, the state of Nevada did not have a cybersecurity response unit in the state. So I'm going to laugh, but understand I'm just being snarky here. A little bit late to the game. Now they went down, but part of their goal in assembling this unit was to maintain 911 services. So they did that.
Yep.
They did that. Now, the first thing I thought was, how did 911 stay up? I was like, oh, it's analog.
That was my first guess too.
Right? Not
no.
the case.
Yeah.
No, not the case. In fact, it's something called NG911.
Yeah.
I'd never heard of it before, so I did a little research. So it's basically a hardened network. So it's a dedicated network. logically segmented, physically segmented,
Yep.
with an analog redundancy. I was very interested in this. It is federally regulated. The state is responsible for its upkeep, but they don't have to
Mm-hmm.
themselves.
They don't have to manage it themselves.
Yes,
but they're responsible for it.
Exactly.
So yeah, NG911 was interesting to me because it's a combination of traditional routing protocols, traditional like resiliency protocols at the network layer, but also layered in with some like E911 tech.
Yeah.
So it's this weird kind of hybrid thing, and going down the rabbit hole on NG911 was actually really kind of cool.
I know. I was interested.
Like
in
it's a very specific niche.
Yeah.
Where you can combine traditional networking stack with, life-saving services.
Well, I was kind of interested, and Josh laughed when I said this, but I'm going to ask you guys. Do you think that hackers have a little bit of ethics and they're like, maybe we shouldn't hack 911 because lives are at stake?
Nah.
I was hoping that was part of it.
I think what it is it's like this system is physically isolated.
Isolated, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing that saved Nevada on this one is the physical isolation.
Okay. Anyway, enough about what the tech. We need to move on to Chrome.
Let's talk about Chrome.
Oh, no stingers. Dang it. Drew, I was going to do it perfect that time, man.
Oh, I was saving it for the next segment.
I heard it in my head, though. Did you guys hear how good that song was going to be?
It was perfect. It really was.
I love the pause because you were like, I did it.
And then I just totally left it hanging. Nope.
All right. What we're talking about is Chrome DevTools, and we're going to talk about it with Andrew. Andrew, you're going to talk through it. I'm going to drive. Talk to me about Chrome DevTools.
Oh, Chrome DevTools, they're everywhere. They're in Chrome. You've probably seen them. Right-click inspect to get started with it. It's kind of one of the simple ways. But there's actually some helpful things if you're a sysadmin, need to troubleshoot some stuff. There's a very high ceiling on what you can do with this. Like if you're actually a dev, there's all kinds of wild stuff you can wire up to where you can actually edit a website and really change it from here. That's not us. We're sysadmins. So Josh, pull it up. See what we got.
Here we are. I opened DevTools here.
And they're at the bottom, right?
Yep.
So you can
I'm
like
at the
reposition
bottom.
it.
Yeah. See, here's where they open like by default, which I think is kind of silly because you can't really see all the tabs unless you know what you're looking for. So drop them down here to the bottom. That's my preference.
Yeah, you kind of
that makes us remove all the cameras now.
Yeah, now we get no cameras.
That's okay.
Okay,
that's all right.
All right.
So yeah, this is an expired cert. So if you wanted to look at this, you could inspect, just like we did. Check out privacy and security, which is where we are, and then straight up view the certificate.
Yeah. Boom.
Glorious. When did it expire? 2015.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's going to be an expired
It's
cert.
old. Yeah. So
Old, but
yeah, we can look at like privacy stuff. We can look at the security of the site. We can look at like the TLS version, the actual things about the cert. What else can we do with DevTools?
So in the top left of the little DevTools thing, you see the little computer with the little tiny phone-looking thing next to it.
Yeah. Look what I did over here. I clicked it for you.
Oh, look at you.
On a site.
There you go. That's mobile. That's a mobile device. So if you have like users who are having some issue on their mobile device, you can take a look at a website using it. But also, if you click the little dimensions responsive dropdown, you can actually select a specific device.
Ooh, let's. How about a Pixel 7? What does this look like on a Pixel 7? Oh, look at that.
Glorious. And you have a little touch thing right there.
Yeah. Nifty.
Pretty sweet. Along the same lines, there's also the network tab.
Should we do that here? Oh no, we're gonna do that over here. We're gonna look at the network tab with Connect. What should we do? What if we just like?
Well, there's a ton you can do. Yeah, you can keep track of things. So a lot of times with websites, if you're a sysadmin or something, there's like hidden API calls or there's things that go on with the website that maybe are not visible to you. But if you actually look at the requests that are going through, you can kind of reconstruct it. I've seen a lot of people have to do that for some stuff in Azure. I think yesterday at PowerShell Wednesday, we saw a presentation about somebody who had to use the Azure portal to query the price of a compute for a V6, this or that, because it wasn't visible anywhere else. There's no way to query it unless you inspect in here.
Look at that. You can see the payload of that right there.
Yep. So you can browse all those. There's also in here another cool little troubleshooting thing where it says no throttling, that little drop down.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. You can emulate other like network speeds. So like 3G, you can see what your offline experience is like. all that kind of thing as well.
All kinds of fun network conditions in here too.
Oh yeah. I mean, you could really do a lot, especially if you know networking stuff. I'm sure Austin goes crazy with this. But let's check out sources.
Ooh, yeah.
Sources is like the whole web page. So everything that kind of gets loaded. And Josh, you want to yeah, let's see this. This is what we were doing yesterday.
Why did this get loaded?
That's
Exactly.
like Connie, in case you guys are wondering.
And we didn't know exactly what was going on either. We were just clicking around here. Oh, what assets get loaded whenever you open this, and kind of click around. Images are always interesting, right?
Yeah. So like, look, we were like, oh yeah, why is there a screenshot? It's because this is what was uploaded as the org icon, right? So like maybe you are on a website and you want to download. I think Drew, you were talking about this the other day. Like you want to download an image, but you can't find like the right place to download it. From here, you usually can. You can copy the link address here, or you can like just grab the image directly instead of having to go find it in the site. Maybe it's like buried and it's you can't get to it.
Yeah, we definitely had a mini heart attack when we were just clicking around. We're like, wait, is this in everyone's Connect?
Yeah. Did
Are
a Connie
we just sending
screenshot
a
get
photo of this guy everywhere?
Did we tell him?
No.
We absolutely.
Hopefully that's a fun surprise for him.
That's
right?
amazing. I love
He was
it.
on the webcast. He didn't know. He didn't ask. Yeah, that's just the organization thing. There were some other ones we ran into that were kind of funny, but
yeah, the last thing we can get to is like the console tab, right? If you know JavaScript or you want to see like server-side errors or user-side errors, you can do that here. So like it is just like a console. You can do 2 + 2. You can do arithmetic. You can do any JavaScript. So like here, it comes out. Here's your JavaScript operators. You can get into all kinds of fun stuff in here.
Yeah, you can like refer to variables and all kinds of stuff if you're actually into JavaScript.
You could modify what's actually in the browser if you want to take a funny screenshot to really mess with somebody. You come in here, you mess with all of the content and the JavaScript on the page, take a screenshot and be like, why is this broken? You can just make people have a real bad day.
No.
That's what the
go
scammers
crazy.
do.
Yeah.
When they get on someone's machine, they just literally edit the page and then come back and like, oh, hey, it looks like you have $1 million in your account.
Yeah, look at that. Here's $1 million. Thanks for that wire transfer. Yeah.
Oh, Josh. Oh, Andrew.
But Chrome DevTools are cool.
Okay.
They're cool.
Okay. I like it. Oh, you have a mouse.
Thanks for the tour, Andrew.
Thanks, Andrew.
My pleasure.
All right. Well, you may have noticed I was on a different device than normal. And this is something that, was it you that discovered this?
It was actually Brock.
Brock discovered this.
Yes.
Yeah. Here, so maybe you've got a bunch of devices now that were Windows 10. Can't upgrade them to Windows 11.
Now, would it surprise you if I told you there are 400 million devices worldwide that are non-Windows 11 upgradable?
No.
There are.
That's a lot.
There are, yeah.
So what's going to happen to those devices, right? They need a new operating system. Windows 10 and the life. Can't go to Windows 11. What are we going to do?
ChromeOS Flex.
ChromeOS Flex. It's basically like a Chromebook. It's a Chromebook software, an operating system, but now you can bring it to almost any hardware.
If you click on that tab over on the right for me, Josh, now these are pretty strict requirements. It's got to be 64 or AMD processor. Ooh, it needs 4 gigs of RAM.
Yikes, 4 gigs of RAM.
Oh, and a minimum of 16 gigabytes of storage. I know. It's rough.
Yeah, it's
hard.
It's a lot.
I know.
Okay, but what is this thing?
It's just a lightweight. It's basically the back end is Linux. It's just I'm gonna tear it up and say it's like a tablet and a computer had a little baby and it made an OS, and that's ChromeOS Flex.
Yeah, and it ships like so. This one by default, it didn't have a terminal. So the first time, like when this is what I was doing yesterday, is Tara was trying to do the dry run and I was poking around with this. You run the terminal and it's like, hey, that's actually not here by default. Do you want it? And you go say yes, and it downloads this little Linux actual VM and container, and it ships with all kinds of fun things, like even Vim. Vim's here.
But I mean, here's the down low. It's free.
Yep.
You can go to, well, I made you a whole document here, but you basically just go to the Google store. There's a little piece of software that you download, and it will make you a bootable flash drive.
Yep.
And then you can actually do it 2 different ways. You can make it the bootable flash drive, or you can run the utility, and it loads the OS, and then you can boot to the flash drive should you want, if you want to try it out, or you can just put it on your hard drive or your other piece of hardware. It basically will run on any piece of hardware, as you already stated. And then you run it. It runs basically just web apps.
Yeah. It's a
the gist of it.
This is perfect. I think it's in the chat, like for parents. This is fantastic. If they're already like, if you're an Android user, right? Or if your parents use an Android, this is fantastic.
The only thing I'm going to say though is it doesn't run Android app natively. I'm just going to throw that out.
It doesn't run the Android specific Android store apps.
Yeah.
But if there's like an equivalent app in the Chrome store, and you use Gmail, all of it's going to sync.
And I'm going to say 2 things really quick. I totally wish I knew this existed before I bought my mom a laptop, because would have been so much better.
Yeah.
Super nice for that. Yes, of course, Google tracks everything, Dustin. That's true. Yeah. But when Brock actually made the stick, and all I did was log in, and it has like a 3-month free download 365 suite. And I was like, sweet, let's do that. That was free. It has like an editing thing free. So there's lots of cute little pluses that I was like, yeah, let's try all these. So, and it's pretty fast.
It's very fast.
This is a really old laptop, by the way.
Yeah. And it's shipped with like, here I am, like I'm editing like the DHP client config file.
Of course you are.
In Vim.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Like, because it's fully there. Like to help in chat, like if you need to do like a Chrome remote desktop, it's already built. It's included there. This is awesome maybe in a business use case if you need to run a kiosk.
Kiosk mode, yeah. I mean, I keep calling it kiosk mode, but what I mean is if you just want it to do one little thing, you need people to sign up, do it. Yeah, I signed in as stalker of Discord. That's my Gmail account for work. Yeah, of course it is. Super easy. I wish I could tell you that we could tie it into some of our products, but I can't. And that's okay.
Here's the thing, though. If you do need to manage it, maybe you go do a bunch of these things. You can manage it just like you can a Chromebook.
Yeah. Well,
like you can register this with like Google for Education or like the Google Workspace, maybe your Google Workspace admin and all of the tooling there.
Yeah.
Even though it's not an actual Chromebook that was shipped before, any hardware now fits into that and you can manage these.
And I did read about a hotel chain that spun up a Pixie server and imaged 2,000 machines in 2 days this way because they had a bunch of old hardware they didn't want to throw it away, and that's what they chose to do. So
great life.
Yeah,
This is the first maybe Linux desktop that actually makes sense as a Linux desktop. Sorry, that's a hot take, maybe.
Sure, why not?
But this is like a usable Linux desktop in a business environment now.
Yeah, it's better than throwing your stuff away, I think. Anyway, okay, enough about that because we have some stuff that Kelly wants to do. Kelly!
Yeah, it's all about me, whatever I want, right? Now, we wanted to get your opinion, okay? So PDQ A, you always ask us questions and we answer them. This time around, we want to ask you the questions so we can better serve our customer base. So a lot of these are based on products. Some are based on the webcast. But the cool thing about this is we get to watch the results come in real time together. All right. So, did you put this up on the screen for me, Drew?
Give a little something.
Do this.
So
something.
you can. I'm going to put the link to this particular survey in the YouTube chat, so you can use it there, or you can copy the link there, or QR code it. Up to you. But the question is, what would you like us to work on next? Okay. So we have a few options for you: Linux, more packages, managed software center, integrated help desk, agentless vulnerability scanning, one-click save scripts, or visual.
Well, there's so many
reports.
options.
I know there's a lot of options here.
And we wouldn't rickroll anybody with a QR code, would we?
No,
never.
But look, Linux 100% already.
No, but there's only been one response. So
yeah.
There we go.
Oh, there
Hurry,
we go.
answer.
we
We want to
go.
see what you say. Hurry, come on.
Ooh,
Look
managed
at that.
software center. Okay.
Managed software
Okay.
center.
I am curious on Linux support, distros, or use case. Like, is this Linux as in backend server management or Linux desktop management?
I don't know.
And what distro?
Wow.
Yeah.
So many questions, Josh. Now you're awake. Jeez. Okay,
Yeah,
go
look at
ahead.
that.
I'm awake.
Jeez.
I'm awake. I
So,
just
yeah.
finished that Red Bull, so woo.
The Red Bull is kicking
Oh, yeah.
in. All right, so keep responding to this one. We'll come back and check. But so far, managed software center, Linux.
Okay, Shelby, what do you? I gotta know. What do you use Linux desktop in your environment for? I gotta know.
Linux servers, all the distros need it. Does that answer? You want
Oh yeah, just all the things.
Just give me your email. Jeez.
We'll do
How many questions?
Hannah Montana Linux. Let's go. That'll be the
All
first
right.
one.
All right, let's move on to the next one. I'm going to put the link. This one is about help desk. As long as I've been here, we've had questions about help desk. Now, this particular form has multiple questions that we can watch. The first one is select which PDQ product you currently use or have a license for, okay? Because that's going to help us kind of understand things. Next, which best describes what help desk functionality you're looking for, okay? I want PDQ to offer a standalone help desk product. I want PDQ to build a help desk product inside of an existing PDQ product, or I want PDQ to integrate with my existing help desk. Okay.
They want Inside Connect, huh?
And then a final question, just out of curiosity, what help desk product do you use today? And
Freshdesk, baby.
Freshdesk, ServiceNow, Jira, Zendesk, Spiceworks, or none. And then there's another one if you want to chat with us about help desk.
I
But
can
we
see
won't go
the
there.
tears of everybody that's clicking on Jira.
I want to see the
I know.
answers.
I
I want to see
know.
the answers.
Jira is so polarizing. People either love it or hate it.
I
I've
mostly
never-
meet the haters.
Yeah, I've never met anyone that uses Jira and goes, It's either I love this thing or it is the bane of my existence.
I hate Jira personally, but that's, having used it for... Anyway.
I want to see
Never
the
mind.
answers, Kelly. Can we see them all in one page or no?
No, not all. I have to click through. So
you gotta
there's your...
click the buttons.
Yeah, so I got to click these buttons. I want PDQ to build a help desk inside of an existing
Yeah,
product.
I want to
That
answer.
makes sense.
I want to answer Mike's question here. Like, what would we
Yeah.
do if we integrate with the help desk? I have ideas. Here's what I would think was cool. You could do some CMDB stuff, right? Where user submits ticket, says, "Hey, Chrome isn't working on my device." Okay, that ties that user to an asset in Connect.
I knew you were going to say that.
And then you have almost like the remediate button that we have in the vulnerabilities tab.
Mm-hmm.
It could be a suggested action. Reinstall Chrome, and you can just click that button from the help desk, and then Connect goes and reinstalls Chrome on that device. That would be cool,
That'd be way cool.
right? Or I'm having a problem printing, and you can restart the print spooler.
That presumes your asset tagging is done correctly, though. You're just trying to never talk to a human again.
Oh,
That's the goal.
In my opinion, okay, I'll be like this slight AI fanboy for just a second. That right there is a perfect use case for an LLM.
Yeah.
Are you an LLM? Tell me the truth.
He's a very advanced one. All right, we're gonna move. Let's move on. And by the way, you can go back and you can add your answers to these. Just save that link, and we'll check them a little bit later. This one is webcast format. We changed the format about a year ago.
Exactly a year ago.
Exactly a year ago. We used to do one topic for 30 minutes. Now we do 3 to 4 shorter topic segments, and we're just kind of curious which one y'all prefer. That link is in the YouTube chat as well. The difficult thing with this is there is that YouTube delay. And so
I forget about that. I am
Yeah.
very interested in this one, though.
I am too. That will be an interesting one when things start rolling in. Now, I have another one while we wait for that. Should we move on to the next one?
Yeah, then we'll come back to it.
Then we'll come back to it
keep
and
that one
see.
buried up for a surprise.
Okay. Webcast topics. This is one I'm really interested in as well. Trying to find out what kind of topics or segments that you prefer. All right. General IT, meaning like Microsoft products, different hardware, PowerShell, anything that is relevant to system administrators, but not necessarily related to PDQ. Just general things. Product tutorials, how to use our products better. Current IT news and info, kind of like what we just did there with What the Tech. Product roadmap and upcoming features like Mark last week telling you what is on the roadmap and upcoming for PDQ Connect or any of our others. IT discussions and rankings, PDQ A segments or career development or IT interactive games. Lots of questions, lots of options there. So go ahead and dive in.
I like the games.
You like the games?
I like the games.
Games are fun.
All right.
I always
Now,
lose, but they're fun.
Mm-hmm.
finally, let me give you the last one. This is swag.
Oh.
Okay.
What's the swag?
Wondering if these links aren't working.
I don't know. What happened?
Womp, womp.
That could be a problem.
You might have to just refresh the page.
Yeah, true. Favorite PDQ swag? What's your favorite kind of swag? Do you like whiskey tumblers? Water bottles? Funny t-shirts? Multi-tools? We have those. How about those desk tabs? Kind of a giant cheat sheet. Stickers. You know, either PDQ product stickers or just little funny stickers. We have socks, or we've had socks in the past. USB dongles, PDQ rubber ducky, pretty ducking quack, or Lego. What?
I couldn't have said that appropriately. I would have messed that up. Good job.
You can blame autocorrect on it's got me trained to say duck all the time.
Yeah.
Lego type things, you know, like little Legos. Hang on, let me see if this will refresh. There we go.
Ooh, split decision.
Wow.
Actually,
yeah, it
3 to
is.
4 shorter topic
Just
segments.
barely.
Which is great because you can do 3 to 4 shorters
See-
and every couple of weeks do a deep dive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one thing that came up that's not in the swag. What if we did like like on the t-shirts, funny t-shirts? What if they were one of one?
That I can do.
Yes, we could do that.
What about fidget toys? And also, where's my chopsticks, Drew?
Those are things you use.
Terra swag, Terra specific swag.
All right, let's see. All right, swag, let's refresh.
Oh, wow. We're across the board.
They're liking those funny t-shirts.
Yeah. Yeah.
The duck's holding up pretty well.
Ducks holding up.
The duck.
Lego type.
All
What's
right.
a Lego type?
You know, just like little Legos that, you know,
I think that-
minifigs, different things like that.
I think that qualifies as your fidget thing
Sure.
stuff. Right?
Fidget thingies.
Yeah.
Yeah, were there any other? Oh, hang on. Let's refresh this one. Okay. This was products you currently have licenses for. I'm interested to see as well.
Ooh, inside of. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Fresh desk.
Yeah.
None.
Fave.
None.
None.
Excel.
Ah,
You know, Excel is the duct tape that holds together the business world.
yeah.
I think there was also some options that weren't there, so there wasn't an other category, so they just selected none.
All right. I think, let me see. Hang on. Favorite kind of PDQ swag. And this is like items that you'd like to see. Hats, bobbleheads, PowerShell shirts. Andrew put that one in there. Thanks,
PD
Andrew.
coin. PD coin. All right. That's it. We're switching to
I like
fintech
that.
and we're getting on the blockchain.
All right. Beer glasses.
Yeah, I've heard people mention the beer glasses.
Yeah. Okay.
I know Alex loves his beer glass.
We had some old ones. We have some like PDQ deploy with the old logo, those Steins.
Yeah. We still have a few of those.
Yeah.
And there was an open question. What are we missing?
Free
cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
I just know we're not missing free cheeseburgers. We just talked about how to get free cheeseburgers
That's right,
this
we
morning.
did.
Oh, yeah,
We took care of that one
McDonald's.
today.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
All right.
Those are
Well, there
good
we go.
questions.
Thank you very much for your responses. Really appreciate that. I can't make any guarantees as to how fast any of these suggestions will be incorporated into the product. Some are already on the roadmap, but we absolutely value and love getting feedback because that really does help steer the direction that we go with our products and as a company as well.
It does.
Okay. Back to y'all.
Well, you're back to us to say thanks for joining. Hope you had a good time.
Indeed. I did.
I did too.
That's all that matters, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're here for us.
Yeah, we're here for us.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, you guys. Thanks for watching. For PDQ, I'm Tara.
And I'm Josh.
Thanks for joining our webcast today. Do us a couple favors, like and subscribe. Join us on Discord and mark your calendar for September 11th. Okay? Special surprise on the webcast. Very exciting webcast, September 11th. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Have a fantastic week. We'll see you back here next time.